G'day, my name is Luke and this is my wife Jen, and here are our two growing boys Liam and Elliot. We've been fishing, boating and exploring the pristine waters of the Fraser Coast for about 10 years now, so subscribe and come join the adventure. G'day folks, Luke here, welcome back. 2021, we are finally out on the water and we are exploring today an area down in the Great Sandy Strait known as Deep Creek. Family is relaxed. Is everybody relaxed?
Yeah.
Liam's having a fish. Elliot wants to go explore. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just using the electric motor, the ever faithful Altera, to take me into this little bush ramp, which can provide sort of tinny access to Deep Creek. And over there on the left, you'll notice there's those logs that are leaning sort of down an angle. That's the old logging area, the old logging camp. And way up in that creek, I'll show you the footage in a little while. There's another barge. I'll get the name of it. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, really interesting place to explore. So I'm going to use the electric to come in close. Jen and Elliot are going to jump off. They got the bug spray on because you definitely need bug spray down here. And they're going to have a bit of a walk around, and then Liam and I are just going to park out here in the mouth and have a bit of a fish around. And hopefully I don't run us aground with the electric. Now, you're probably going to have to give me a push there. I need you to get in the water before that electric touches. Successfully drop them off. Check out the fish around those logs, mate, and all through there. There's whiting and bream everywhere. So we'll just hang out here, dear.
Okay, so Luke has just dropped us off on the shore. We are at Deep Creek, and there's this little, I guess like a little ramp to probably get a little tinny in or something. And we're going to walk up here and explore. Elliot's already found a stick. What a surprise. Listen to those cicadas. Can you hear the cicadas? It is such a cool sound. The unstable cliff edge. Okay, well we better not go in there. The edge of those pipes look like concrete pipes.
I'll show you on the Humminbird Solix exactly how we got here. Oakley dokley. So we launched from Sheridan Boat Harbour, and we've got a really big high tide at the moment. So we came on the inside of Big Woody Island, past Duck Island and Picnic Island, and then basically hugged the coastline of Fraser Island, down past Kingfisher Bay, down past Ungower until we're almost at the South White Cliffs, and I'll zoom in on that for you. Now I will get the exact distances and mileage and all that sort of stuff for you, and I'll splash it up on the screen. We've got Ungower just here, alright, which is just in the distance there. There's a ranger station, an old jetty and everything there, and then we're parked down here at Deep Creek, and I'll zoom in on that so you can have a bit of a closer look. Alright, so this is Deep Creek. We've got the Cetotis wreck a little bit further up, and then we've got another wreck in Deep Creek itself. I'll get the name of it so you know exactly what it is. You can see where we're parked, and that is on that little bush ramp just there next to the old logging stuff. Listen to those cicadas, they're out of control. Here we're going to try and reverse in using the electric, so that Jen can use the little step ladder.
Yes, I'm not while I stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, how good is that? Beach extraction.
We're just collecting everyone else's rubbish.
So many people leave beer bottles and beer cans.
Yeah.
These big logs here. Massive, aren't they? Time to deploy kayak and paddleboard. You getting in your kayak, mate? Don't forget your paddle.
No.
That'll be a bit of a pain. Yeah. We'll just wait here. A few boats down here today, so that area just up here, you can probably see the white boat, and then a little bit further in the distance, probably another 500 metres, there's a little old jetty that's very dilapidated. That's Ungower. So you've got Ungower, there's a ranger station up, an old ranger station up the top, little camping area, basic amenities, like really basic. And then it's not really a bay, like a little cove I guess. At low tide it's all fairly much sand and stuff like that. You got the wreck, one of the wrecks over there, and I'll show you when I put the drone up, you'll be able to see it. And then we've got Deep Creek. That boat's just moving, dear, so just be careful. So I'll put the bird up in the air so you can have a bird's eye view of it. But this is a really good sort of day spot to come and visit. And then Sheridan Flat is a little bit further south, only about, I'll check the chart, I'll show you how we got here and everything, but it's only another 3 kilometre or 2. And you've got access to all this, and that's Fraser Island right there. So I know you've seen a lot of footage that we put together of Fraser Island where it's, you know, gorgeous white beaches for miles and miles and all that sort of stuff. Well, this is, once you come south of Kingfisher Bay Resort, you can start getting into this sort of territory, and you've got these beautiful sort of coffee rock cliffs, all different colours in there. And just little coves like this all over the place. So it's a beautiful area to explore, especially when the wind's up.
Okay, so I have deployed the paddleboard. I'm going to go for a little paddle up the creek. We went for a walk before, and I couldn't get right down to the wreck, so I'm going to have a look from the paddleboard while the tide's still up.
No idea what this is. It's a cod. A codley. A little estuary cod. Look at that. Hey.
First fish.
On the troll. Swimming, please. So we're just trolling along between Deep Creek and we're going up to Sheridan Flat, and we're just sitting on the edge of the. There's a really sharp ledge. Thanks, mate. Can you hold the rod for me? Cheers. And oh, now are you going to make this easy for me? And I just thought we'd put a little lure out the back and put a troll along. There he goes.
Off he goes.
Yeah. And we're just trolling right along that edge, and they're obviously sitting amongst the rocks and all that sort of stuff, so it's always worth having a bit of a troll along. Rightio folks, so we've just moved down from Deep Creek down to the Sheridan Flats area, and as you can see we've got a huge tide at the moment, so it doesn't exactly look like sand flats at the moment, but trust me, We are in a metre of water and it's very shallow all through here. You can see a boat moored out the back there. It's probably about 3 metres deep out there, so it's a big expansive area of sand flats. And it's quite well protected from any wind and chop you get, just because of all the sandbars around it. Not a lot of, doesn't really disturb the water too much in here. So we're just sunscreening up. Jen's getting ready to go for a paddle. Elliot's going to follow her, I think, in the kayak. What are you going to do, Liam?
Fish.
Fish. We're going to use the electric motor and just pepper this area with a few soft plastics and maybe some soft vibes, and so we can find a flathead. And then we got to cook lunch, don't we, dear?
We do.
What have we got for lunch today, or is it a surprise?
Lamb.
Lamb! The default when we don't catch fish.
What have you found, Elliot? What better to do than send in someone with a kayak? How gorgeous is that view? I don't know if you can see. Right in the background, behind the boat, you can even see the mountains. He's snagged again. Second time he's sending in Elliot. I'm in the wrong position, you can't quite see him. That's why they call him Fish That Snag.
It's getting quite hot, ladies and gentlemen, so we've set up the brolly and we're about to do a cook up for lunch. We've got some lamb chops, is that right, dear?
Lamb steaks.
Lamb steaks for lunch because I failed at fishing again. And I'm just going to use the electric, and I'm just going to keep using the electric, just cruise down this way. The tide has turned now, so it's going out. I'm just going to follow the edge of about 1 to 2 metres. Pepper along the edge while we're cooking up lunch, and hopefully I can redeem myself.
Okay, so it's time to cook lunch. We are having some lamb steaks. Don't look very exciting at the moment. They've got some marinade on it. Will hopefully make them tasty. And now we wait. Oh wow! I catch it. Oh my gosh! Is the camera on? It is on. Oh, that's unlucky timing for lunch.
Actually, I want to catch a shark.
The shark is there.
Oh.
This is whatever was with the shark.
My dream was to catch fish of another shark.
What even do with it?
Take me into the snag. He's off.
Ah.
What was it?
I don't know, but he just busted me off.
You lost everything?
I was outgunned. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you fish really, really light and something determined comes along. I was trying to crank up the drag on the little 1000 Stratic, and the fish was moving quicker than I could tighten the drag. So anyway, it might still be in there, so I'll have another crack.
Alright. Taste testing time.
Who's going to taste some?
Me.
You
Okay.
wanna go grab a big. Is it any good?
How good? Really good? That's good. Looks like you did a good job, Mum.
I hope so. Okay, so the boys have taste tested it and it's got the thumbs up. So we're going to try putting it on some rolls. I'm going to have it with salad. Anyone else want salad?
Nah.
No, you don't win friends with salad, do you?
Righto folks, I think we're going to start packing up and heading home. The wind's starting to shift on us and it's meant to pick up this afternoon. Summer on the Fraser Coast, generally mornings, early through to about lunch are best, and then in the afternoon you usually get a wind change or something that can make things stand up. We've got a huge tide today, so all of this water is going to be trying to get out of here as the wind is turning around and coming from that way, so that means it'll just stand up against itself. So even though the boat can handle it fine, we just want a nice comfy day, so we're going to make tracks. I did promise I was going to put the drone up over Sheridan Flats, but I sort of ran out of time because I've been getting destroyed by fish along the mangrove edges. I don't know what it was that ran me into that structure, but I wasn't ready for it. So righto, we are restowed. We have the paddleboard on board, the kayak on board. We've got one child, two child, and a wife. So I think I've got everything. Fishing rods are stowed. It doesn't fit in his life jacket anymore. Or maybe it's to do with the fact that you've got a towel wrapped around your waist, mate.
How much lunch did you eat?
How much of that lamb did you consume?
A lot.
A lot. How many towels have you got on?
Just one.
Join me next week as I head into Platypus Bay in search of a feed, get destroyed by some sharks, find dinner, and Jen teaches us how to cold pan crispy skinned mackerel. Hope to see you then.